What is up, everybody? How are we doing today? It is Thursday, which means it is time for Echoes of the Mind. Episode 7. Yeah, we are calling today... Oh, Josh with the resub. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Love you, brother. We're calling today's episode a Dark Rumble. And I'll give you guys a chance to give yourself a little introduction here. Start with you, Freya. We'll just go around the thing. I'll send out shout outs to everybody at the end of the show in chat.
Hello everybody, I'm Freya Malik. I am a Twitch variety streamer and I also have a YouTube channel that mostly is about like Spanish content. And yeah, that's me. You can check me out.
Awesome. Sweet Jane.
Hi, I'm Jane and I do nothing nowhere.
Excellent. Nothing nowhere.
Okay.
You're here.
Yeah, it's nowhere. Yeah, I'll be playing Rebecca. Hopefully, I can think of something.
I think it is making your voice crack a little bit. The crisp thing. I think it was better before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, take it off.
Okay. Hey, Dratho.
Cool. Back to now?
Yeah. Little jump for Joy.
Cool.
Hi, I'm Joy, and I play Marcella. That's it. That's all, folks.
Cool. We got Lily next.
That's me. I'm Lily. I'm playing Phoebe today, and I also don't do anything except for a couple of these different campaigns. So find me here or find me lurking in these people's streams.
Cool. And Sonic.
Hello, I'm Sonic, play Sergeant Downs, and I stream occasionally. Yeah.
Awesome. And I'm Farad. This is my show today. We'll be running Echoes of the Mind. We're gonna have lots of other shows coming up very quickly, it seems. And I hope that you all enjoy them when they do. So let's bring you all back to where we are in the game. Last episode, Sonic, I don't know if there's a way for you to turn your mic up just a touch. Everybody said I just said the chat said that you're the only one that's just a little bit quiet still.
I don't think I can turn it up at all, but I can try and speak up louder.
Okay, thank you.
You can also only manually click on his specific box and just turn up his volume on your thing, Farad.
I've done that. He's up at max. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just too quiet.
Yeah. So we last episode we opened up with the death of Floor. Played out the scene there. We spent a lot of time there talking. Everybody was just going through their emotions of it all. Rebecca went into a cat nap and found a way to turn herself. Phoebe found a way to stop time in the madness and be with her own emotions in there. And there was madness. Toad punched Downs in the face after coming out of one of her dark dreams where the fire was chasing all around her. And they went to the general store where they were able to find the goods that they needed for survival, some food, ration, things like that. Phoebe had a very nice chat with her dad where he admitted to her about his alcoholism and said that he was here to try and change and help, and if her life is in danger, that, what can I do? As she left to go do something else, the darkness took him over, and Toad was forced to take his life. Phoebe almost lost her life to a crazed woman in the store. And it was just not an overall fun time last episode for everybody, I don't think. I mean, we had fun role-playing, but in-game. We ended off with a scene where you all were sleeping. You were sleeping in the car. Rebecca and Sergeant Downs were out chatting. They were talking about the tale that she had received, and in that they went into a dream. In the dream, is that going? Okay, we'll just go with that. Sorry, we're gonna go with this then. Sorry, something didn't come out there like it was supposed to. We'll go with this. You guys are floating up into the air. You are lifted up by this weightlessness. Everything goes dark around you. The stars are shining in the sky. Rebecca's tail's floating, wagging. You can talk to each other. You can, communicate. You're in this together. For the first time, you're in one of these things together with somebody else. And you float up. You're getting closer to these stars. You can feel the heat coming off of them. They're terrible heat. And around you from down, if you were to look down to the earth below you, you see cracks form. You see dark shadows come up out of the ground. You see them start to fly closer towards you. They come up wisping past you, whispering things in your ears that you don't fully understand, just madness talk. They float past you higher up. You see them go towards these stars, and as one of them gets towards it and envelops one, it takes it. It's kind of like that ink blot coming in from the outside. It takes it, it shakes it away, and as it fades into the darkness, it explodes into that dark ash that you've been seeing falling down all around the earth. The dark ash starts to fall down, it starts to hit you, and as it does, you start to float down to the ground. More of these dark shadows come up and they take over more of these stars. They all start to fade away. More ash explodes into the darkness, hits you on the back heavier, and you start going down farther, farther. And you float down until you reach the ground. You get to the ground. You get down safely. It's not like it takes you down in a splat. You don't hit in pain or anything like that. The ash is continuing to fall. And if you look up, you just see one by one the stars just going out around you. And I'll let you guys take over.
What the fuck?
We're fucking dead. We're fucking dead. Did you see that? That was us. That was us.
What do you mean it's us?
Have you noticed the way that some people, they get taken over by the darkness? And it's more like, it's almost like they were always dark. Take over and they're just nothing. They're a zombie, right? That's one thing. But then you saw the way Flora went up those stairs. It was different. It was like she was in that and she was reacting to it. It wasn't the same. Some of us are different with the stars, but they're going out we're fucking dead. How does a star fight against the darkness?
It's light. But I don't know how to explain that.
I mean, everyone's falling apart. So Phoebe, she doesn't have much light left in her. Poor soul. And your friend, the other army girl, I don't know how, like, when when all of this started, I just ran, I just kept going. But I don't know how to get them to do that. But seeing those, it felt so sad. It felt like watching people actually die. Did you feel that?
Kind of. I don't know how to explain what I felt. But I guess that makes sense. As to how we get them to go, I don't really have that answer either. All I know at this point is either keep moving or just fade like those stars. I don't know if the stars fought back, but I know I sure will.
What?
You were saying that you think that your ability is something you're supposed to have. What do you mean?
Do you hear my voice right now? I know it sounds different, but imagine not seeing people for 30 days. Oh, I don't even know how long it was, really. I saw you all, and I had to be something. I had to be someone so that I could. Otherwise, no words would have left my mouth. And so I'm Rebecca. And now I have this tail. And that feels so fucking stupid. I don't need her anymore. I feel like I'll survive. But I don't, now I'm thinking about other people. And that's fucking weird for me. And I feel like that started when this started. Have you noticed anybody else do anything remarkable? Strange? Like it seemed like something from beyond them.
No, I've not seen anything spectacular. Strange, yes. This entire last few days has been very strange. I. The only thing that I've really noticed is Flora died. And I don't remember anyone throwing up. And then suddenly there was just. It was just all over the ground. And I don't have any way to explain that.
Do you think
But,
someone slipped in the darkness and threw up in there, and then it wasn't black, was it?
no. Just normal.
Listen,
I don't have an explanation for it.
we need to find a way to hold them together, or they're just gonna start going out one by one, walk up, I don't know, fucking giant stairs and never come back down. Like, you're holding it together for now, so I feel like, and I feel like I am, and I feel like we needed to pull them together. I feel like there's something we're supposed to do. I feel like we're not just supposed to be running, and we're just running, and we're just slowly getting chipped away at, and it's just eating at us, and we're fucking afraid. We're terrified. I was walking around in a circle, freaking the fuck out. I was so scared. I don't think we can do that anymore.
You suggesting we're fighting back? Or are we going to embrace it?
Well, you said it. How does light fight darkness? You can only shine brighter. If we embrace it, we'll be fucking extinguished.
Night is darkest before the dawn.
I guess so. Well, I feel like I can help Marcella, at least. I mean, she's the only one whose name I know, but I feel like I could get her to grasp the thing that she needs, but I don't know about anybody else yet. Is there anyone that you feel like you can touch, that you can move towards that, even if it's yourself?
Well, I'm pretty sure I have myself. But, I think the corporal could probably move through. The one I'm worried about is definitely Phoebe. She's been taking it very hard. Everything very hard.
Yeah.
Like,
I watched your corporal kill her dad. I mean, he wasn't one of us. He was gone. He was, oh,
it's definitely a snowman.
yeah.
I'm mostly worried with how fast he
Well,
went.
I guess that's the thing. There's no signs. A light just turns off. It just turns off. Don't.
Seemed like it happened with Flora too.
Yeah. Do I've been surviving, right? I've been surviving. I was eating things, doing things as a cat, I think. And that was for survival, the thing I needed most. What do you need most? Right now, what do you need most?
I don't know.
Well, you better fucking
I would like
figure
to
it out,
protect.
I think. Okay. Okay. Well,
My only goal right now is to just keep these people safe. You included. I don't have anybody left, as far as I know. As far as I know, everybody that I knew on that base is gone. And that town is gone. I don't know what else to do.
yeah. Okay, we protect them. That's what we do. We survive and we protect them. And hopefully we find the thing along the way. That's all we can do.
Yeah. Just gotta keep moving forward. At this point, forward is still south. I don't know where. Next pod, next place that's not infested with snowmen. I don't know. We gotta keep moving.
Rekka, she starts looking up at the sky again. And I think what she's looking for is she's looking at the stars and she wants to see if they're still going out. And if they are, if she can see anything like approaching them. Like if it just does what she was talking about, they just go out, or if she can like see the process. She's trying to see it happen again in real time.
Give me a roll.
Forgetting to have my dice ready. 66.
66. So you look up at the sky and you see that there's this pocket of stars, directly above where you were, that there is no light shining from. You look off into the distance and you see that there are stars shining kind of all around it. It's kind of like a halo around them all. It's just this pocket in the middle that's out. And you're looking up and you're trying to see, you're squinting your eyes, maybe it's hard to see in the darkness. But you have maybe developed a little bit of cat vision. I don't know. But your eyes, where are you looking, Sarge? Are you looking up at the sky, or are you watching her?
Yeah.
So you see, like, though her eyes, they kind of go that cat pupil for a moment as she's looking, and she sees a shadow going up, and in the distance another star goes out. It's far in the distance, she sees it, and then around it, in a kind of that that same random pattern, they start going out, and there's another pocket of stars that's disappeared at the distance. You see it happen a couple other places around the world. There's pockets of stars just going out, and your eyes twitch back to that normal state.
When Flora died, somewhere else. Even if maybe the pod behind us, the next pod, they all turned into snowmen. Her dying probably caused Phoebe's dad to turn into snowman. I think when one of us dies, it's like, I don't know if you can see it, but if you look really closely, you can see clusters. And there's one there, and it's out. And when it went out, it just took one star to do it. It just takes one star to make hundreds of them go out.
And as you look
Yeah.
up Sonic, or sorry,
Yeah.
not Sonic, Sarge, you see the pocket she's talking about.
We are way more precious than I thought. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. I thought we were the demons in all of this. But we're not. But we have to survive. It's not an option anymore. It's not a. We are so valuable. Do you understand?
I think so. But it worries me, because if we're the light, then something is the darkness.
You've touched
I
it.
don't know
before,
how to
you've
fight
seen it.
something I don't. Yeah, I've seen things. I don't know how to explain them. I don't know how to fight them. I don't know how to win.
You should check on them. You should check on everyone. I don't
Alright,
think.
Nico-san.
What?
Nico. It's cat in Japanese.
I mean, I can't. Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't break them. Because if they get broken by me being a cat, then I don't know how the hell we're gonna fight the darkness.
Eh. It's cat people, there's dog people. Can't win everybody over.
Yeah, and then there's people that are a fucking cat.
After the
Alright, let's
last
go.
few days that we've had, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, guess we're going back
And you,
to the vehicle.
and you two head back towards the vehicle, covered in this ash. It's been dropping down on you this entire time. And you get back to the vehicle, and they are sitting there sound asleep, if that's what they're doing. Is anybody awake, or is everybody just sleeping?
I'm asleep.
Definitely asleep. Like my head kind of leaned up against one of the car windows and like my face is mashed into it.
Are you going to wake them up, or are you just going to...
No. I think Rebecca is going to climb on top of the car and just like post up, like fully on top of the car, just kind of in that squat. Her tail is behind her. She probably has great balance now. And like just this very thing of like, you know, like with them, but she's kind of like claiming them, like protecting them, like just sitting on top, looking out around everything, and just on top of the car.
Yeah, I probably would have just opened my driver's side and like looked in,
Yeah.
seen that they were all sleeping, and then just closed the door. Probably go back to my normal and just lean up against the car,
And the rest
keep standing watch.
and the rest of the night goes by. You're probably, I'm assuming, with what you were saying, you're waiting to see that sun come up. So you're standing there, you're waiting, you're seeing, if you're watching,
If it will.
if you're watching the sky throughout the night, you'll see more of those pockets happen farther and farther off in the distance. There's probably a couple dozen by the time the night's through and the darkness fades away and you see the sun coming up in the distance. Do you wake everybody up?
Yeah. Well, no.
No.
No, it wouldn't. It would probably hop in the car
Mhm.
and just
No.
get ready to go. Let them sleep as much as they can.
So you get in the car, and Rebecca, what do? You see him get in the car, the sun's getting up. Have you stayed awake all night as well, or did you curl up and go to sleep up there? Jackson, not now.
Probably at some point I would have curled up and gone to sleep. I think also that I think I would have taken some time to kind of move around the area a little bit, not too far, but trying to feel what I feel like, trying to feel the differences in my body now, and trying to understand how I have like changed. And like I think all these memories as well are coming back of the time I spent running and like shifting into that cat form and not realizing it. And I think Rebecca is just trying to come to peace with like her new form a little bit in that time. Which,
Sure.
yeah.
So what Downs will see, Sergeant Downs will see, is I almost imagine it like a ballerina prancing around and twirling and spinning in ways that you didn't know that you could before. Maybe you've never taken ballet lessons before, but this tail gives you that balance to go up and spin and jump, and it just gives you that that ease of balance and keeps you more centered. And it almost looks a little whimsical, maybe playful. It's kind of what I imagine happening there. And then the morning comes and Down gets in the car.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you get in with him? Or are you waiting? Or do you say anything to her before you get in the car?
no, I definitely,
No?
Getting in.
I definitely get in as well. I think I would get in the trunk or just wherever there is a little bit of space. Kind of like squish in. I don't want to disturb anybody.
Sure. And you turn on the engine and you start driving. You were heading south, if I'm not mistaken. And, it's not much that you're seeing. You're driving for a while. The next pod. You would know where it is because you would have seen maps of the area and stuff like that from the base. It's probably at least another 20-30 miles away from where you think that you've gotten to at this point. Everybody else can wake up as they would like.
I think as soon as you turn the engine on, like it like startles her awake and she's up now.
Probably if there were any bumps, just Marcella, because even though all this shit is going down, she's always been a super heavy sleeper. She's just gonna be like, ah, fuck.
Morning, sunshine.
Where are we going now?
We're going. We're just going. Next pod.
Okay.
We're just going to another pod.
You have a better plan?
No.
Alright. That's all I've got.
So you all keep driving.
That's all I've been doing.
A couple hours go by. Not seeing too much out there. The snow is still falling. It's been falling ever since. It hasn't stopped. If you try to I don't know if maybe Rebecca tries to look up at the sky somewhere where those, like where she thought star pockets were faded. You don't see anything in the daytime as you look up there. It doesn't look any different in the daytime or anything like that. And you're heading on your way. You start to hear that static of that radio again. Do you still have the radio, Marina, from that last call that you got, that static call? So you start to hear that static again, and it's coming a little clearer this time. You hear the buzzing, like somebody's trying to come through, and you hear somebody, it's a woman's voice. General Yox, are you there?
No, ma'am. Who are you? Copy.
We're trying to get a hold of the generals. That we need them all to come. They know the plan. Just the protocols are being broken. There's not much time. Just General Yox, you need to find him. Tell him he needs to get to the base.
Ma'am, the base is overrun and we have
No,
idea where the
not
general
your
is.
base. He'll know. He'll know.
We don't know where he is. We were in the base and everything was overrun.
Who's
There's
left?
no one there left. Just us.
Who's your
Corporal
commanding
Gonzalez.
officer? Who are you?
Corporal Gonzalez.
Corporal Gonzalez. And you hear a... Is this a typing at a keyboard? You said we're all that's left. Who's with you? You're muted.
I'm gonna give you my sergeant then. Sarge!
I'll stop driving and take the radio. This is Sergeant Downs. We read you over.
And you hear that same clicking at the radio, or clicking at the keyboard. You're the commanding officer here.
Affirmative. As far as I know, I'm the only officer.
Where are you right now?
I would say approximately... I don't know. How far have we gone? Maybe 50 miles south of Everett, the Everett pod.
Okay. And you hear like some whispering, like, I don't know if we should tell him. I think we trust him. Can we do this? We've already broken so much, we can do this anyway. And she gets back on and she's like, come to the White House. Bring everybody you can. Over and out. And it just goes quiet.
I'm sorry, did they just say go to the White House?
So there are other people alive?
We just talked to him. I don't have any more information than you do, but that's what they said. They said go to the White House immediately.
That is crazy.
I don't even know how we would get there. White House pod's on the other side of the country. It's 3,000 miles.
Gonna have to go through so many snowmen.
What if they're snowmen? The snowmen that we've run into, they've been able to talk.
Which ones? I don't remember any. Every snowman I've seen has been, I don't know, Gladys Foster. Been all those ones running at us at the base.
Keith talked to us, didn't he?
Yeah, Keith talked to me.
Guess. Yeah, guess you have a point. Wasn't talking like that.
I don't know. I just don't know how we can trust anything.
But the snowman were talking like in more like a pattern or like a repetitive kind of sentence. This wasn't it. It was more reactive to what you were asking. So I don't think this is. And if it is a snowman, then it is entirely another thing or something different.
I agree.
So then I guess we're going to DC. Is that what?
Yeah, we can maybe hit up maybe one store. Sometimes you can see maps, and we can maybe trace like a route to go about. So we don't go a little bit of so blind. We can plan out a little bit of route.
I mean, yeah, I don't have a better plan than that. I definitely don't know the way across this country to get to the White House, so
Sarge, I don't think anyone knows that by heart. We're gonna get a map. That's probably gonna serve us well.
where?
We can go up in town and maybe even back to the tour where we were before. I don't know. Do you remember if you saw maybe like some maps that were selling? Sometimes you see some of them, but I didn't go in, so I don't know.
I mean, since the
So it's
pods went
3
up,
days
nobody's
behind
really
us. You wanna
using
go
maps.
back?
I don't
There
want
has
to
to
go
be
back
another
there.
stove.
We
I
cannot
would-
go back there.
You would know, Downs. You would know. You would probably know this as well. I don't know if you want to mention it, Marina. But you both know that at the base, at your old base, there was 100% a map. It would be a map of all the different pods.
I just say that we keep driving until we find another town.
Well, if our base had maps, I would assume that the next base would have maps. I know that our base had maps. We're not really going to find anything relevant and recent anywhere else. Can't stop by the gas station. So I think we should keep going forward.
Rebecca
Hit the
just
next pod.
starts really. I'm gonna push myself like through the seats if I'm in the back seats and start like fiddling, I guess, with the console to see if there is like a built-in GPS, you know. And I'm like, doesn't this thing have a GPS? Like, do y'all really just use paper maps? That sounds stupid. And she's like, she doesn't even know what she's doing. She's just looking to see if there's like a GPS in the front, and she's just like hanging through the seats very rudely.
I'm going to play it off as because these guys would know this vehicle, that there isn't a GPS in there. We'll play it off like that.
Well,
You're just turning the AC on and off.
yeah. And I'm like, oh, I guess not. And she just like slinks back before anyone can like get mad at her. Map it is. I mean, there's gotta be one somewhere. Like, truck stop.
There is
Oh,
lots of,
really
you know,
fair.
there's lots of old gas stations and stuff as you drive past. You know, there's things that you could try to stop at if you would like to.
I mean, we could try, but I all I know is I can guarantee that at the next pod there would be a map. I mean, everything's changed, but I guess it hasn't changed that much. I guess old maps might work. But I mean, we could have relevant data about every pod from here to the White House, all the way to DC.
And who
Okay.
knows what else is at that base as well, though.
Who knows what's gonna be in DC? I don't have answers. All I know is I have a 9mm on my hip, and I have you guys to take care of. So, if we're going to DC, we have to know the way, and that's the best way I know of. If you want to stop at every place on the way there, by all means, we'll try everything that we can. But
We're gonna have to stop at some point anyways to pick up some water and stuff like that, because we have some food, but I don't think we have enough water to go about. So in the first place, let's try and move on and get at least a little bit farther. How far are we from the next pod?
You're probably a
can't go
couple.
much further. Go ahead.
You're probably a couple hours away now. You'll probably reach there by nightfall.
If we can push forward, we can make it out today and still have a little bit more light and time to decide how we're gonna go about further. But if the pod is closer, then we just go there.
Couldn't be more than 70 miles from Everett to Seattle. I think that's our best bet. Even if we don't go in immediately, we can stay on the edge. We can see what's going on. Maybe there'll be people, maybe there won't. I don't know. We're not there yet.
Okay.
One step at a
Y'all are
time.
the officers. You're supposed to know best.
I don't know about best, but surely trying mine.
Marcella, who's been feeling kind of disconnected and just looking out the window for ages, turns to everyone in the car and goes, "Are we there yet?"
Not yet. We're going to the pod, to the next pod, and see for maps. Look for maps to go to the White House.
Okay.
How you? Before we go, I'm just gonna go about around. I wanna see what the situation is, and I'm gonna step out of the vehicle and just look with my scope.
Sure. So you all get to the next pod. You stop a little way away from it, and Toad gets out. Does she like crouch down and like do her thing, or is she just like walking around? Yeah, she like crouches down, she takes her scope, she starts looking, and she sees. Actually, give me a roll. Give me a roll of your die. Let's see what you see here. Thanks, Jeremy.
Six.
A 6. So you start looking around, you're scouring. So these pods, they all have these big walls. They're probably about 25-foot tall walls. There's a big gate entrance that they all have the same kind of thing. They're built the same way. And you're looking around all the different watchtowers and things like that, and you're not seeing people at their posts. you're not seeing anybody standing there on watch. You start looking around more. You start looking maybe at the base where the gate is, looking around the rest of the area, and you see that there's random dead bodies littered around. You see that there are just random, they don't look like there's, like, you've got your scope so you can see pretty close onto them. There doesn't look like there's bullet holes. It doesn't look like there's anything like that. There's no blood around them. They're just littered dead bodies. Probably about a half dozen in one area. You look around to another side, you'll see like another 5 or 6 people over there. You'll see one person kind of closer, farther away from the base, a little bit closer towards where you are, and just random bodies.
I'm gonna pick up like a couple of pebbles from the floor, and I'm just gonna throw them at them. And do they react at all, or just dead?
Do you throw with your 6? I'll just let this all roll off that 6 roll. You can you throw this pebble, it like bounces off one of their heads. You don't see any movement. The eyes don't blink. There's no flinch. There's no muscle tension, anything like that. It just bounces off.
Okay. Then I say, clear. You can move in.
What did you see, Corporal?
There's a lot of corpses, but no movement. So we might just try and avoid going near them because we don't know. But there's no movement. We can move into the pod.
I kind of glance back at Rebecca and go, I think we found your stars. And
She nods. I think one already went out. One went out here, and this is the cluster. We're not gonna find anybody here. We might find some snowmen, but nobody like us.
well, we still need to stay on guard, not taking any chances. Corporal, are you getting back in the car, or are you back in? Alright. We'll move forward at like a
snail's
medium
pace.
speed. I don't want to go too fast. Yeah.
Sure. So you roll forward. Just a couple like in-car questions for the drive over here. Marcella, were you drinking on your way, or is today a drinking day for her?
No, nothing. She's feeling very, very just disconnected from reality, from those around her.
Mhm.
So, no.
Okay, cool. And how is Phoebe feeling from yesterday with her dad? Has she been just quiet because of it? Is she feeling disconnected as well, or is she just...
Yeah, I think she has a little bit of a chip on her shoulder. Like, she is in that mood of like she's ready to pick a fight with someone.
Mhm.
And is just frustrated. Like, she doesn't really know what they're doing and why they're doing it, but everybody else seems to be in a like unanimous agreement. So
Just...
like she can't be like, she can't leave them behind, sort of thing. So she's just gonna like literally move forward.
Mhm.
But I think she's really quiet unless she has a snarky thing to say.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So you all keep, the car rolls forward. You pass that first dead body that was closest out to where you are. Everybody sees it now. Now that everybody sees it, I'll give a little bit more description. You look at the body as you pass by it, and it is as pale as you have seen, like albino white pale. Dark hair, eyes are closed, you can't see what the eyes look like, but the hands, he's got like a short sleeve shirt on, like he's not dressed for the weather that's supposed to be out there. You can see his arms, everything just like is white as snow is supposed to be, with all this black snow, ash snow littered around it. No movement, anything like that. And you keep going forward, you keep getting closer, and you get towards the gate. And it's, one of those 2 swing gates, you know what I mean? They're normally on a mechanical command from the inside. There's no way to really open them from the outside. But you get there, and they're not open all the way. It just looks like one of them has been like almost pushed open. Like just one of the doors is open a little bit. Definitely can't get the car in there. You go past the rest of the bodies on the side. They're all that same pale.
This doesn't look good.
Are we gonna quarantine this place?
Nothing has looked good.
Yeah, when has it ever looked good?
But I know what you
Quarantine
mean.
us and what army? There's no way for us to contain this. All we can really
Can
do
I
is push
see-
through.
Can you see?
Can I see, like, if it's like a huge gate, can I see where there's like a control tower, or like where maybe the booth to like mechanically open the gate from is?
You can't see it from where you are. If they're built all the same way. If you were to ask one of the 2 of, the sergeant or Toad, they'll tell you that there's a control panel just on the inside of the wall, just to the right or the left of the gate, that you would control it from there.
I think if we stopped, Rebecca's just gonna hop out of the car and go towards it. And just like squeeze through the open gate to try and find out a fully open
So
gate.
she hops out of the car. Does anybody do anything as she does?
Where is she going? She's gonna get killed.
She does not look like she thinks that about herself. Like she's walking and it's like full confidence. Like,
Oh yeah, like you're not hearing her say that.
Never think
You hopped out of the
Yeah,
car.
I know, but
Yeah.
I'm saying like
Mhm.
when she says that, like what you see is not someone who like believes that.
Mhm.
You know, like it's not someone who believes they can get killed by walking into
Sure.
this
Okay.
gate currently.
So if nobody does anything, so she walks towards this gate. You just walk right in confidently, like you don't stick your head in to look first or anything like that. You walk in, you look to the left because it's open like this. So you look to the left. That's the first way you can see, and the panel's not there. You turn and you see that it's kind of built very similar to the rest of them. You know what I mean? Built around residential areas, things like that. And you see, as you're looking out, just a couple hundred more of these bodies littered down the street. They all look like they're funneling towards the gate. You looked around to the side and you see the panel. You just walk towards it, and it's one of those like up down switches, like big kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
So just, you know,
you click it, and it starts to try to open. Like the one door opens a little bit, and then it starts to like it's almost like it's trying to push, and it keeps getting pushed back. You're hearing that clicking, like the gears are grinding too much. It's trying to open, but it's not.
she'll do like a couple like bonks on the panel, like just kind of like when you like hit your TV, just like come on you fucker, and just like turn it off and then turn it back on again.
What you all see on the outside is this door trying to open, and a bunch of these bodies that were littered around, it's just like getting caught on them, and it's trying to push them, and the bodies are getting smushed as this door just inches a little bit farther, and you're hearing bones crack and things like that. eventually the door will just smush its way through these bodies, and you see this smear of blood on the ground getting pushed away as the door finally opens.
I'm gonna fucking throw up. I'm opening the car door and puking.
The blood is not dark. It's normal blood.
Those are fucking people.
Yeah. Question is, what killed them?
Yeah,
Becca just steps out of where she is and kind of like, she sees what happens and she like grimaces, but then just kind of waves the car forward.
Yeah, I'll start driving slowly through the gate.
And yeah, you drive through this gate, just over this blood that's just sitting there. And you come in, and you see the same scene, residential kind of scene like you're used to, a couple commercial shops and stuff like that around general stores, and, and then farther off in the distance, towards the back of where this pod is, because the entrance and the military base is usually on the opposite end. In case there is ever something that goes on, they have it set up that way so they have a chance to stop it before anything gets to there. So you have to make your way through this, littered street of bodies. You just gonna start driving over them?
We're gonna let Rebecca back in the vehicle first, but yes.
And yeah, so you start going, thankfully you're in a Humvee, and you start doing that weeble wobble as you're going up over all these bodies. You're hearing squishes
Taking the helicopter.
and crunches and things like that. And yeah, if anybody looks out the window to see what's going on in the mess below you, there's just that blood spurting out kind of as things are getting crushed in bones and bodies as this massive Humvee just drives over everything.
This really gross.
And eventually you get past it. It's nighttime now. If you were to look up in the sky around you and near you, this is one of those pockets of areas where the stars are all out. And I'm sure Rebecca or Downs probably looked up. The other two, everybody else hasn't been told about that yet, unless they told you about it in the car ride, which I'm not sure if they did.
No, we haven't.
And you drive. You get towards the base, and as you're driving, there was that big funnel of bodies. There's still more bodies littered. It doesn't look like there's anybody left in this base. You get in this pod, you get towards the base, and same thing, a couple bodies littered around, those pale bodies, and the base just nobody standing post anywhere. It looks like there are a bunch of the cars and Humvees that have been turned over. There might have been a couple explosions that have happened in the parking lot area of this. But yeah, it seems that eerie quiet.
I
So
will
we are in the base now.
You're not in the base. You're at the parking lot of the base. I don't know if he drove through
So
that.
we're getting out of the car.
Yeah, it's up to you where you guys go from here.
I would like to I think I'm just gonna check out what happened to these people, because they don't seem to have the black snow thing stuff. It's just weird. And then I'm gonna step out of the vehicle and just go examine them.
Sure.
This is just strange.
So you're examining. How far in the examination are you going? Are you touching bodies? Are you?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I got some gloves. I put on my gloves, and I'm gonna just go and examine people. Gloves
Sure.
that I use sometimes for handling weapons and stuff. So
Yeah. And you go and you're examining these bodies. They are ice cold to the touch. The first one you grab, ice cold. You grab it, you touch a second one, maybe it seems odd. It's ice cold. And you're looking through them. You finally find one. You see the one that has their eyes open, and it looks pale. That same pale as everything else. All color has been drained out of the pupils. Maybe you think that it might just be a one-off, so you open another person's eyes and you see that they're all the same. Ice cold bodies. You maybe take like a shirt off of one of them to see if there's any cuts or bruises or anything like that. There is nothing. There is no cut, no bruise, no sign of foul play. Just this cold, pale, white, dead body.
Do like the mass of the body seems kind of different from like
No,
a
it's
normal...
it's like if you had been lying there, everybody just looks like they're normal people. They were everyday people living their lives in this pod. Yeah, just ice cold. The bodies look the same. They're not bloated. They're not anything like that. There's no actual like frost or cold. It's not cold enough out for the bodies to be frozen like this. You maybe think to yourself. But yeah, they just ice cold and pale.
Can I go back? Sart? That doesn't seem to be like a real, at least not at what I can see, something medical, or no wounds around the people. It's like they look like as if you can like switch them off and then they're just dead. That's really strange.
I think Rebecca just kind of like appears behind her. Like she just kind of like was watching her do all of that. And maybe was outside of the car as well, and then just kind of like appears behind her and is like, if you want your answer, look up.
What do you mean, look up?
Look up. Look at the stars.
And you look up at the stars and you see what I described before.
What the fuck?
There's this circle, this big mass of stars that's just disappeared. You pull your scope out. Actually, roll me your die, because you got your scope.
Is it not just clouds? I mean, it's dark.
You would see stars other way, like other areas.
34.
34. 51. So you pull your scope out and you look up at this pocket of stars that's gone, and you're looking around, and instead of these stars, you see, there's the darkness of space. You know what I mean? It looks like it's a little bit darker in certain areas. Like little, instead of stars, it's darker in those certain spots.
I would assume that as a spotter, I might have a little bit of training of constellations and everything, so that's what I'm gonna go
Sure.
with.
Sure.
So, okay, what what if there's like 1.5 like big constellation? It just gone. I don't know what the fuck is happening. What do you mean? Do you know something about? Do you know something about this?
I saw it last night. Sergeant and I, we saw it, and we saw the stars going out, and I saw what happened with Flora. She went out, and then things around her went out. That's how this works. If we were here when this happened and you shot one of these, Black Snow would have came out. But you didn't, so they just died like this. They just went out. Every time she kind of like she struggles to say it to you. It's weird. It's like she knows what she wants to say, but is
What-
choking on it.
What
a
are you
little bit.
trying to say?
I'm trying to say that we need to make sure we don't go out. Because
Go
if we
out
go
where?
out, if we go out, everyone goes out.
How do you even know that? This makes no sense. You say that
I
when
agree.
Flora went out, that everyone else went out, but we were all around Flora. I don't think Flora did any.
So, how do you know this, by the way?
I saw it. Have you been into the darkness? I mean, you look like you've been into the darkness. And she kind of like looks at her face a little bit and like just like studies her and is like, you look like you've been in. What did you see?
Nothing that would explain any of this.
Yeah, I saw a lot of fire. That's what I saw. And yeah, fire. Whispering fire.
And you're saying that we can't like go out, but like it's not like we've ever chosen to be in the darkness. Like I didn't even have an option to do it. Or have
Yeah,
you had options?
And to be honest, just to pretend that we are the envoy of whatever it is that is keeping the light or whatever it is, it's a little bit pretentious. I think we're just fucking bastards trying to survive out here. You know? Oh, that's how I've lived my life, just trying to survive, and that all of a sudden we are the chosen ones. I don't know. I just try to live my day one at a time.
I've never been chosen for anything.
She proved my point.
Yeah, now.
Actually. But
Think of it this way, Corporal. We've all been into the darkness, and we all came out. We fought our way out. Everyone else who we've encountered who's gone into the darkness became a snowman. Watched it for how many days now?
So what,
We're
you
the only
believe
ones.
that we're like special or something?
yeah.
And Rebecca just like she kind of has been wearing her tail under her shirt and she just kind of like pulls it out, like flips it out a little bit. I was like, well,
There is something behind your fucking back, and I'm just gonna
yeah,
go.
I know,
up to you.
it's my fucking tail.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. She showed me like a day ago.
What the fuck? What are you?
I'm fucking surviving. See,
Okay, first of all, you appear like tumbling around like a fucking crazy bitch, and then you stand up, and then you say we need to move on, and then you now have your like a crazy cat tail. You know, I've seen fire and whispering stuff, but this is borderline more crazier. You know, like a little bit, tiny bit crazier. Holy
Phoebe
fuck!
is gonna
Special.
grab the tail and pull on it.
oh,
She thinks that it's
fuck.
fake.
You think it's fake?
So yeah,
Go.
yeah. Are you stopping her from doing it, or you let it, or is it just
I
happening?
think she would be doing it while like they're
Do I
fighting.
need to
She
roll
doesn't
to turn
understand
into
that
cat?
it's real. It's just-
If you want to try and stop her to do it from doing it, then you want to try and turn to a cat, like in general? Yeah, you have to roll.
Do I like as she grabs it? Do I like turn into a cat? Do I
No,
need
as
to do
she
that?
grabs and pulls on it, you feel pain.
I
The
what?
hell?
You feel pain,
Feel
like
pain.
she's trying to pull something off of your body, like it's like your skin
Mhm.
pulling.
Ow! What the fuck? My tail! Ah!
Phoebe, that's fucking rude.
There's no. How is that? I don't. What is happening?
Would you like it if? And I'm gonna like turn to her and like yank on her ear.
Marcella, this is not normal. I didn't even think. I didn't think it was real.
You don't just touch people.
She would. I mean, I don't blame her. She was just trying to figure out what the fuck is this. It's
a
not like
fucking
every
tail.
day.
Stop acting like it's normal to have a tail.
It
When did
feels
you?
normal.
Were you born with that?
It feels normal. It feels like it's my tail.
When
Like,
did you get that? Okay, hold on a minute, because I remember when you're tumbling around, when you enter that, you didn't have that shit. When did you get that?
right after Flora died.
So
I
this black
thought-
snow stuff is like mutating us. I think that that's what's happening. I mean, what more proof do we need than you literally being deformed?
So just in Phoebe's mind, does she think about, because this she said happened right after Phoebe died, or right after Flora died, does she think about the time stop?
So I was thinking about that. I don't think she realized it happened. I think that, like, to her, that was just another, like, her stepping into the darkness.
Sure.
And she was so overwhelmed with her emotions, she didn't even realize that, like, that the people necessarily had stopped. She was just seeing shapes,
Mhm.
and she was screaming and crying and throwing up, and, like,
Okay.
so I don't think that she realized what happened.
Okay, no problem.
Marcella is feeling fidgety now, and she's starting to get like she is anxious, has not had a drink in a minute now, and she's actually getting irritated. So she's looking around carefully in her sack that she has on the front of her, and
Mhm.
she reaches down into her bag and pulls out Flora's tarot cards
Sure.
and flips through them at the mention of her.
And you flip through them at the mention of her, and you know, probably doing one of these things, and one of those cards just happens to fall out as you're flipping through them, and it's that death card. It's the woman. You see this woman standing on a tower, and the woman looks like Flora at the top of it, just holding the death card.
I stuff it back into the card box and put it back in my sack. I don't think we should
Are we
be
getting
here.
this map?
Here, hold on. Sorry, just what were you saying?
I don't think we should be here. I don't think this is a good idea. And I'm looking around at these bodies. It looks like they were running from something inside of the base. And I think Flora is trying to warn me.
We came for them up. I don't think we're staying a long time here anyway.
Just getting the map and leaving, but I don't know how to make anyone believe me anymore. I want you to be on the same page as me, but I can't. Listen, we're gonna be okay here. Whatever's happened has already happened. This place is already gone, and we've already survived. We just need to get the map, keep going.
That what we're doing anyway. So, Sarge, are we going in to get them up? Maybe we can get extra rations and maybe more bullets.
We haven't used many rounds. we definitely need water.
Okay.
Alrighty. So you all go and start heading into this base. And that is where we're going to take our little break. Great job, everybody. Y'all are doing fucking fantastic as always. Thank you to everybody for being here. Madcap, thanks for the subscription. And thank you to everybody that followed. Let me find your names here just to thank you, because they came by quickly. Just another guy named Harry, thank you for the follow. And a Panda Player BR, or Pando Player BR, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate y'all very much. So yeah, we're going to take a little 5-10 minute break here. And then we will be back. Thank you. Love y'all.
Cool.
All right, everybody. Thank you all for your patience. Thanks for giving us our little bio break. And yeah, we're going to just jump right back on in. So,
Thank you, Madcap, for the sub.
yes, thank
Sorry.
you, Madcap. Yeah, very much. So we open up to the scene where they are all walking back or walking into this base. You get in, and it's that similar scene. Lots of those cold, pale bodies laying around. There's definitely more blood and stuff inside the base. You would see bullet shells on the ground, soldiers that have been shot. Yeah, just looks like some chaos has definitely happened in here, but you're not seeing any movement as you initially walk in. Same type as layout as you had at your base. They literally tried to make carbon copies of things across, so everything could be, uniform like the military likes it to be. So yeah, so you would know kind of where you're going.
So of the things that are on the ground and stuff like that, does the blood that's everywhere, does it look old?
Human.
Or does it look fresh?
It's human. It's
No, does it
does it look old or look? It looks like it's probably at least like it. No, have you seen blood like splattered around for a long time? Actually, I work in a restaurant. You probably would have seen old blood around and stuff like that from the restaurant. Like the kitchen guys that don't clean their stations properly, that end up cutting their fingers and stuff like that. It looks like it's probably about a day old.
So it's dried
It's dried.
and stuff.
Marcella hurriedly opens her pack up again and reaches in to grab Keith's knife and just, okay, can we make this as quick as possible?
Phoebe is going to go and grab one of the guns that is on the soldier, one of the dead soldiers.
Sure.
I'm going to stop her.
She's going. You're gonna have to stop. 'Cause she's like, no. Do you see
Do you
what's
know
going
how
on?
to use this?
Yes.
I do see what's going on.
Against something that is coming at me? Yes. I'm gonna point and shoot it. I don't want to end up like one of these bodies.
It's not that simple.
Well,
it's really not that
That's
simple.
not what's gonna kill you.
okay. Well, I won't point it at any of you, but between this and being like one of these people on the ground, I want to have as much protection against whatever did this to them as possible.
What kind of gun did you grab?
What kind of gun
Pistol?
would
It was
be available?
Yeah,
rifles. We have
there's-
rifles.
pistols,
9mm?
rifles.
I was gonna say, with the biggest gun that she sees, that's what she would have grabbed.
So she's grabbing a rifle.
Oh no.
I'm gonna reach down and hit the mag release and pull the mag out of it.
Can I fight him on
Yeah,
that?
you guys can roll
I
contesteds
wanna-
to see if he pulls the gun
Decent gold
like
friend,
back.
kind of-
Yeah, you can roll contesteds.
But it's not even contested because he's gotta pull something she doesn't know.
No, but he has to reach forward and she can like try to pull the gun back,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, she could try.
I got a 59.
Oh, fuck. I got an 84.
So she pulls the gun back, and as she does, she accidentally pulls the trigger, and a couple shots fire off to the side.
Why?
Because you're not used to holding a gun and you're in a struggle.
You
Yeah,
kind of
down.
I'm going to hold my hand out and I'm not even saying anything more.
Yes.
I'm just holding my hand out.
Composing myself. I want some form of protection.
Phoebe,
We'll give you something.
we
Give me
can
fire.
train
I
you
can't
later.
trust any of you.
with us.
All of my
Phoebe.
friends have been
Phoebe, they are
turning
literally
to
soldiers.
monsters. And we've been seeing soldiers turn into monsters. My own father
was
turned
looking
into
for
a
the
monster in front of me. I am not going
Phoebe?
to not have a form of protection.
Phoebe, hand me the firearm now.
Hearing this, I'm just gonna bolt and look for like a bat, like a melee weapon. or
Sure,
something
you'll
of the sort.
you'll see like a
She has
baton,
melee-
like
she has a melee weapon because they had this conversation before,
Yeah.
and he gave her something, right? I don't remember
You
what
have
he
a
gave
knife.
her, if it was like
You had like a bat from earlier.
Yeah.
yeah, or
Ah,
something
okay.
like
We
that.
also
Okay.
have batons.
But like that
we
means
have
that you
all
have
sorts
to
of
get
things.
close to the thing that is trying to attack you, and she is a small person, and so she's not giving you the gun.
This. I want to get the fuck out of here.
When all this started
Okay, then
happening,
let's move forward.
I went and looked for the map. Like, I didn't even stay till like the shots rang out, and I just bolted and went looking for the map.
okay.
So,
Marcella, probably you would see her probably go away. Everybody else is probably focused on that conversation.
I'd march right. I
'cause-
would march right after her.
Okay, so
At seeing Marcella leave, she's also going to try and like leave him. You know, she's gonna try and side.
yeah,
Phoebe, I swear to God, don't follow us with the gun.
I'm not gonna point it at you.
If she tries to leave my area with that weapon, I'm going to take it. Or attempt, I guess.
Body
It's my
blocking with the Sarge.
okay. So if it's gonna have to be another contested roll. You can have your bonus to it that you would
goal.
normally get.
Before-
Yeah,
Before we roll.
Yep.
Phoebe, I will teach you how to use the weapon, but right now you are more a danger to us and your friend than you are to anything else. You have no idea how to use this weapon. You have no idea what recoil is. You have no idea. Look what you just shot into the air while I'm trying to get this from you.
Okay,
Give me the
but
weapon.
that wasn't my fault. That was your fault. And so fine, if I need to be shown how to use it, then teach me how to use it. But I'm not going to just like walk around in this super dangerous place with a bunch of dead bodies without something that I can teach me how to use it.
So while Marina was looking down on the
Weapon.
ground and stuff like that for a bat or something to give her, she sees that there are some pistols and stuff like that. I don't know if you want to maybe try to trade her or something.
Not yet.
Just
I want
It's
the weapon
just-
in
Yeah.
my hand.
Yeah, I had the same thought. No, it's a no. CV, no, stop. I think look, I know you feel helpless right now because many things have happened to you in a very short time. I understand that. I've trained many cadets in my life. I see them struggle being broken. I understand the feeling of that. I can and we can train you to use this effectively. But right now, you're more danger for all of us and for yourself. So please, give the gun. You can use the baton that you already have. I know this is something that you need, that you feel that you need because you feel helpless. But this is gonna put us in danger more. So please, give us the gun.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here, take the gun. And she's gonna like drop it in your hand, and then like because you blocked her from going toward Marcella, so she's gonna like drop the gun in your hands and then like go past to go catch up.
Sure. So the other two have had time to walk. The other two you kept walking, I'm assuming. So Rebecca, were you like stopping to look anywhere? Are you just walking around corners?
I'm looking for the map.
Yeah, you're just but you're just walking anywhere. Okay. So there's two hallways. There's a right hallway and a left hallway. Which one did you go down?
I go left.
You go left. So you walk down this hallway, and you get to an area, and you see that there is kind of like a medical area. You see that there is an armory, and you see that further down there's another hallway that leads to the left.
I'm looking more for like an office, so I'd probably go down that next left hallway as well.
Sure. And you turn down that left next hallway, and that leads to this kind of like bridge-like area that leads to a second building.
I'd probably go back to double back and then go down that first right hallway.
Sure. So you double back, and you bump into Marcella at that point, who had started following you. You would recognize the lab that's to the left is very similar to the one that you were in before, with the rats and things like that. And then the armory's just off on the other side, kind of thing. Bump into each other there.
I don't think it's gonna be anywhere around here, and I'm really cautiously like peeking around the corner.
Mhm.
Do you think it's back down that way, right? Because that one leads over to like a whole other place.
Yeah, let's try the right side. Yeah.
So you peek around this corner, Marcella. You've got Keith's knife like held in your hand. As you peek around, you swear for a quick moment, and you see Keith.
Can you go first?
Yeah. Here what? I'll go first. You just put your hand on my shoulder. Okay? So hold on to me, and I'm going first.
Okay.
Okay.
And
She continues walking a bit more slowly now.
sure. So you two start walking. Just a quick question for the other side. Is at this point that she's giving you the gun, you realize that the other two are gone. Do you start quickly trying to find them, or just so I know what it is?
We're going
yeah,
straight
once we notice, we're
for the
definitely gonna
office.
follow.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys.
I'm doing is disarming that weapon.
Yeah. So you disarm the weapon. Those two are gone. You guys are gonna start heading upstairs if you're going to where you would get a map from. Let's go back to the other two for a second. I just want to know if you were coming, so if I had to bring you into that scene or not. Excuse me.
I'm going towards them.
You're going to go towards them. Okay. So, in about a minute or two, you can bring yourself into this scene here. Okay. So they start, walking forward. She's got her hand on her shoulder. Are you going slowly now that she's got her hand on your shoulder?
Yeah, a bit more slowly. I'm making it seem like I'm being more careful. Like I was always being careful, but I'm doing it deliberately.
Sure.
So I'm stopping and looking and like telling her, okay, I don't see anything, I'm gonna keep going now, and like being deliberate with it.
Okay, so you guys keep going forward. She's got the knife in her hand. I'm assuming Marcella's probably pretty shaky after that little what she thought she saw there.
Yeah.
And you just keep going farther and farther, and you get to you went down the right side, you said, right? You get to the barracks. You get to the area where all of the people would have been sleeping. It doesn't look like when you guys were in the last one, it was kind of like torn apart and stuff like that. This one definitely looks similar. Like people tried to leave here pretty quickly. There's still some of those bodies littered around. Not as many in this area as the rest of the place, but there's still some of those bodies. I'm assuming you would stop and look through the door, and that's where Phoebe can kind of come up behind them.
So that was going to be my question: is would she so she goes down the hall? She starts going down the hall. Would she be able to see them and be able to follow them, or would she have to also make a decision of which way to go?
You would have to make a decision. Actually, no, because you were watching that, you were looking in that direction, so you would have seen which way they went off to. It was the other two that had their backs to them. They were facing you. You were facing everybody else.
Okay, so she knows where they are.
She knows which way they went down.
Okay.
She doesn't know how far they've gone, so you're probably, I'm assuming, going quickly to try and catch up to them.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so she comes up behind you.
Phoebe.
I don't have a gun.
Alright,
Fuck.
listen. I think we can find a map in here. You two start looking through their bags or something, their belongings. That's maybe where there'll be a map. But she doesn't have a watch, but she like looks at her wrist as if she has one. We're not staying in here very long. We'll move on to the next spot pretty quick.
Are there any
So
bodies in
just
here?
look through.
There's some of the pale bodies in there. Maybe like 4 or 5 of them. From what you can see if your initial look through.
I don't think she would necessarily look. She's just asking because she's probably in the doorway asking.
Sure. Okay.
I'm carefully
Marcella,
stepping
what do you
over a couple of the bodies to rummage around. I'm checking under mattresses and
Yeah.
in bags.
Yeah, she's not being careful about it either.
Sure.
She's just pulling out and seeing what she sees.
And
see?
yeah, so you're going through these bags and stuff like that. Give me a highs or lows to see if you're actually going to find a map in here. Whoever wants to say a highs or lows.
Highs.
That is an 84. So you guys are searching through all these things. Phoebe, you will be able to find gun in here.
I will.
You
Is that
will.
what you said?
Yep.
Okay.
So you guys start searching through packs and things like that. Probably by your 4th or 5th one of searching through, what you find a handgun. You don't find a rifle. Okay. By searching about 4 or 5 packs through, you find a map. It's not overly detailed. It's not like it has every pod on it. It's more like your area and probably 100-mile radius outside of the pod that you're in right now.
Who finds it?
I'll let you decide who wants to find it. You guys are all searching through
I have
packs.
something.
Got it? Alright, it is a map, right?
Yeah, it does. It's not what we're gonna need though. I mean, we can use it now. And I'm just gonna flash it in front of her and show her see, this is where we are, and it only goes to about here. There's no way we can get all the way to DC with this. And she folds it back up
Right.
and sticks it in her pack.
Well, we can at
Fine.
least look at it to see
Something else. But let's
where to go, so we don't have to just blindly go down random halls.
Oh, it's not like a map of the base. It's like an overhead, a bird's eye view map of the area, the
area.
land around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I understand.
I have a question, Farad. How good has my hearing been?
Your hearing's been pretty decent. It's definitely been pretty good. It's
So-
I think we said that it got a little bit better last episode, if I'm not mistaken.
So I wasn't looking at her, but did I hear her pick up the gun? Did I hear the metallic clicking of it?
I also have a skill of sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Deception.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So,
I was gonna say no
Mhm.
anyway.
No.
I was gonna say
I-
no
I-
to that.
Hands.
She would definitely to hide it, to conceal it.
Sure. Yeah, you are all far enough away from each other that you wouldn't have heard that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Let's just. I mean, this is what we got for now. We'll find the others. Maybe go down that other hallway all the way to the next building, maybe, or just believe if Visage thinks we can use this. But I made my promise. We don't have to stay in here any longer, Marcella. I know you hate it. Let's go, Phoebe. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
And you go to keep going. So are you going that same kind of walking order? Or are you going the lead, Rebecca?
Yeah, she's definitely just stalking down this hall pretty much.
Sure.
Like really long strides.
Okay.
If Marcella still has her hand on her shoulder, she'll let that happen.
I don't. Now that we walked down the hallway once before, I'm slightly, I'm rushing to kind of keep up with you.
Okay.
And Phoebe is on your person.
Okay, so as you guys go to leave that door, we're going to fade that scene. Let's head over to the other side. So you two head upstairs, where you've seen this big map before to the general's office. It's hanging on the wall. It's like a framed thing. You know what I mean? Like this big world map kind of thing of what this world now is. So you head upstairs and you go, secretary's little reception room is there. It looks like the papers have been thrown apart and things like that. Like somebody, like the chair is toppled over. Like somebody got up in a hurry and left. The door to the general's office is closed. I don't know if that makes Sonic or makes Sarge feel a little weird or not.
Yeah. A little nervous.
So at this point, let's be honest, fuck it, and I'm just gonna go to the desk and open and see if there's like the keys inside to the general's office, which normally the person at the desk.
If you actually tried, I just said it was closed. I didn't say locked.
Oh.
If you try to, like, if you just put your hand on the handle and try to open it, it would go to open.
Okay, then I say, at this point, just fuck it and just open.
And you open it and you see his desk is laid there. In his chair, you see the general of this pod. His name is General Cat, and he's sitting there. He's got that pale face, pale eyes, just like laid back in his chair. His hat's on, his uniform's on, and he's just sitting in his chair.
They didn't fucking deserve it.
None of us deserve this. Toad, keep your eyes up. We need to stay alert here. I still don't trust any of this.
Yeah. And look at them up.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna take the rifle, so the handle part, and just smash the glass.
Sure. Yeah, so you smash the glass with the butt of the rifle, and it smashes the map. It's kind of like taped into the picture frame. So you peel it down, and you can acquire yourself a map of, not just Washington. It's most of the state, like all the states. It's got all the different pods on there and stuff like that. So you now have yourself this map that you can use.
Okay,
Right,
Sarge.
We still need water. We need to find our lost cats. Tired of herding cats, but it's got to be done.
Copy that. I'm just gonna check on the water. I'm gonna go to the canteen, head back.
Right.
So you both go back downstairs?
Yeah, and I'm like backing up. I'm not facing away from that out of paranoia.
Sure.
Just as we back out of the room, and then
Yeah, you back out of the room, and as you back out of the room, do you close the door?
As I leave, I salute, and then I close the door.
You close the door, and as the door closes, you're backing up. You see her salute, close it. You could swear you see it goes dark in that room, like the blackness
So-
that you like. No, you're not. Nobody's in it. As the door's closing, Sonic's or like Sarge is like watching the door close. He could swear it just sees it turn to that pitch black inside the room as the door closes.
let's double time, Corporal
Copy.
Quantum.
Actually, both of you give me a roll. Roll your die for me here.
29.
36.
29, 36. Yeah, you guys are okay. You start to leave. As you do, you see that the darkness is very slowly creeping out the bottom of the door. It seems like a shadow just taking over the floor. Very slowly, because you rolled well.
Yeah, we're double timing out of there.
Yeah. So you head out. You start going down the stairs. This is where you'll see the three girls coming around. You're probably meeting back at that center area now.
Did you guys find it?
Yeah, we found the map. Did you guys have a nice field trip?
I
Oh,
found a map
super.
too, and I hurriedly pull it out of my pack and show it.
Sure. And her map is differently detailed than yours. This has a lot more of the like bigger like smaller streets and stuff like that, where the map you has is more highways and things. You definitely would have seen a map like this. You would have had one from back home at your pod of your surrounding area.
Right.
Alright, we
Yes.
going?
We need to get more water, and also we need to hurry because there was definitely darkness up there. I don't know what's about to happen, but there's something that's going to go down. But we're not going to survive without
There's-
supplies.
There's dark. Where? What?
The last time I
If
was
there's
in the
darkness, we
general's
can take
office, I
really
got
good. If there's darkness, we can get water somewhere else.
up to you. All right.
I agree. We should just leave.
We're not going out.
How far is
We're
the
not going out.
canteen from where we
Far
are?
as the-
So that's on the bunker side. It's before the bunker area. It's near where or sorry, not before the barracks area. So
Okay, so-
down the area that they went down before.
Rebecca's going back out, like, to the exits. Like, she's just like, darkness? Nope. Leaving. Like, this is my mission. And just hoping someone follows her.
Sarja, I'm gonna double down and get the water really fast, and I'm gonna hand you my rifle so it's not bothering me and running super fast.
Like, well,
Sure.
She's gonna go. If she's going by herself, then Phoebe's gonna run after her because she doesn't want her to go by herself.
Okay.
I followed Rebecca right out the door.
Good, good, good.
Okay. And Downs, you're staying with
yeah, I'm gonna go with them out to the car.
out to the car. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's switch over just to Phoebe and Marcella here, or Marina here. So you go running off down towards this area. You watch the other ones go out to the car. You get to the canteen, and you start to fill up a bunch of empty buckets with water. Not buckets, but they've got like those like the jugs.
I think, yeah, what they have is probably like a package of like 6 bottles bundled together. So
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do is just take like one big sack and put maybe 2 or 3 of them, and then with that we should be good. But I'm probably not stopping. I know she kind of is behind me, but I'm just trying to do this as fast as
Sure.
I can. So
And so yeah, she's just kind of taking like direction from her. So she sees her running and doing something. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna do that thing as well.
Okay.
you know, take the water from here. Okay, open the bag.
Okay.
We need to go now.
Okay.
And-
Okay.
Come on, let go.
So
This is good. This is the field lesson that you're gonna need. Training. Core. Let go, and then just
Okay.
running.
and so you get your stuff. It takes you about 4 or 5 minutes to get everything together. Give me another roll. Actually, both of you give me a roll here.
I'm fucking like Old 30s, 38.
38.
54.
54. I actually rolled a 23 on this one, so yay for me. So you all get this water, you get your stuff, and you start running out back from the room that you're in, and you get back towards the entrance. The darkness has started to creep down the stairs at this point. It's starting to get faster as this shadow is spreading out. As the shadow starts hitting bodies, the bodies start to turn into this dark color. They're around you as you're running. You start to feel grasps at your legs as these bodies, they're not like sitting up or anything like that. They're just like arms just start flailing out from these bodies that are laying there. Give me another roll here.
Just push forward!
Oh, fuck.
Just look forward! 58. Okay.
58.
40.
40. I rolled a 4.
Oh my god.
So you were running.
Officer!
You're running, and these arms reach out. They start to get closer and closer. Eventually, one of them grabs Phoebe's foot, and she smacks to the ground.
Fuck Phoebe! And I'm gonna I'm gonna go, and I assume you have the baton kind of on your side by your belt or something, and then I'm gonna take your baton and then smash one of the creatures just to keep it, push it away.
Okay, give me a roll.
Don't let me die.
65 now, I'm rolling terrible.
65. Oh fuck, 84. So you smash. You get her free. She grabs her leg out of the way.
Scrambling.
You've got a like nail scratches on your leg now from where this hand had grabbed down on you.
Damn it!
Look.
Ow!
Right now, just push through the pain. This is the core that you need to develop from now on. Don't fucking die here. Survive. Let go now. And I'm gonna take you by the arm and then kind of push running with you.
And the same thing, these hands, they keep grabbing. Marina, you get a scratch down the back of your calf as well as one of these arms reaches out, almost grabs you and doesn't. And you make it out of the door. The bodies at this point start to rise up in the thing, and you see them not the same as the ones with the dark eyes. These ones start to run towards you.
Sarge! Contact! And then I keep running and pushing Phoebe away, with me.
Mm-hmm.
Sarge! Stop the Humvee! They're chasing us! Let go!
And you make it to the car. You get in. And I'll just, set a little scene around you here for a moment. You get into the car, you slam the doors, he turns, the car, the Humvee's running, and these bodies from inside the building, it's the same kind of building, it's got that big glass front like yours did. They just run straight through the glass, just smash through it. The shadow is moving with them at this point. It's keeping up with their pace, and they're going faster and faster. You guys start to take this car, you start to drive, and these things are almost keeping pace with you. Sorry, I gotta do one thing for you all here. Give me 1 second. I apologize, 'cause I forgot about this shit. Because I want you to have this too. I gotta find a better way of doing the music in this for you all, because this is gonna have a big difference. Alright, you should hear this. So you are all in this car, and these things are just coming forward. They smash the glass. You start driving your Humvee, and all of these bodies that were littered in the street stand up, and they turn dark, like black, like the eyes you've been seeing. But now it's not just eyes, it's their entire bodies. The ground starts to rumble around them. And you're driving. Roll me a drive roll here, Sonic.
14.
14. Wow. 37. So you're driving these. You hear like this scraping of nails on the side of the car as these things are getting up in and around you. You're driving over these bodies. You're hearing more of this crack and snap of bones, and the ground starts to rumble. You keep driving, and underneath them, it starts to split the ground. You see these bodies start to fall down behind you. This crack is chasing you as you're driving out of this pod. The bodies, you see the ones that are to the side of this crack, they're still running, some of them just falling down as they're pushing each other in and around everywhere. And you'll eventually get to a point where the whole base behind you just drops and goes away. You see this crack, these bodies, everything is gone. There's this huge just like fault in the ground. And the first time while you're not in one of these dreams, you see these dark shadows that you've been seeing coming up from this crack. They're the same dark as those bodies that had fallen in, but they're not bodies, they're wisps. And they're flying up towards the air. They go closer and closer up, and you can see them. You can see them going farther. I don't know if you pull out your scope or not. But the only person who would see this with the scope is she sees it goes up to more and more of these stars that are left. And it takes them over, and that ash starts to snow down again. More of these stars are just disappearing. Not just in pockets and circles anymore. They're just random scattered places in the world now. And you're just running. You're in this car, it's shaking. The crack finally stops. The world goes calm around you again. And you're left with a bunch of arms and things, just like one of them's held on to the door handle outside. It's been pulled off. You know, in the wheel, you hear that as there's arms and body parts and things like that from all these things that you were driving over. And everything finally goes into this calm around you.
How far are we away from?
You probably drove, I would say, about a mile and a half. That the world opened up for about a mile and a half behind you.
So, are we still inside the pod, or have we driven outside?
You're outside the pod now.
We're outside.
Yeah.
The pod. Okay, so the base disappears. Did we see on any maybe? Did we see any worms like we did before from the openings of the earth, or it was just the body?
You know, so if you were to get out and look, you would see that it's just like it's like looking down into or from your scope, it's like looking down into like the Grand Canyon or something like that. You're just seeing the sides of the earth. At this point, you know, the black shapes that you saw coming up have stopped coming up. The stars, you know, it's actually pretty dark. I don't think anybody realized how much light the stars brought to all of us on Earth. But it's a lot darker around you now.
Oh my gosh, please drive faster. Please drive faster.
Just keep driving. What the fuck, man?
Rebecca's a cat, by the way. Like, as soon as she got in the car and this started happening, like, she just shrunk into even smaller of a cat than she was before. And, like...
You're gonna have to give me a roll for that,
cat.
Jane.
Roll?
Yep.
Okay. Oh. 89.
Okay. When you come out of it, something will happen.
Yeah, out of pure fear, she just shrunk into this cat that is pretty much like almost like sunk into the cushion of the car. Like, you might not even see her anymore. you know.
What the fuck happened?
The damage creeped out right underneath our feet, and we were able to make it out alive. So here you hit the water, fucking costly. Come on,
Phoebe definitely dropped her water. So we only.
Yeah, that makes sense. Phoebe, let me look at your. I think you got like some scratches. Let me look at
Am
you,
I gonna
and then I
die? Am
pull
I
up.
gonna die from this? Am I gonna turn into one of them from this? Like, they scratched me with their bodies, and we've seen what can happen when that kind of stuff happens before. So, like, does that mean that I'm, like, doomed? That I'm gonna die now?
Slow the pace of your mind. Do you see Marcella? Marcella also had a scratch, and she's fine. Okay?
You look at that scratch as you say that. Give me a roll.
Holy fuck.
How dare you say anything about anything?
84.
Right.
84.
Right.
We're all dead.
It's starting to look dark.
What the
Oh my
fuck?
god, we're all gonna die. We're gonna die. We're all gonna turn into those things. What is the point of us even keeping going on? We're like, literally, what is this? A freaking, like, zombie thing? Like, how is this? I don't know what to
The
do.
cat bats at her. The cat just like bats her.
I was actually thinking that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slap her. Like, I'm gonna go like,
Calm
Stop.
down. Yeah.
stop.
Okay.
Get tough now. This is not gonna help. Look, I'm gonna train you, okay? You are my recruit now. So keep your mind calm. Keep your thoughts down. Otherwise, you're gonna end up, being a hazard for everyone. Okay. Right now, I'm gonna take a look at your wounds, and you're gonna calm down. I'm gonna give you my cope. Just for a little bit, because I need it. Here's my cope. Take it in your hand. Feel the texture, feel the grip. And just take it in your hand.
Me?
Come on.
Can't Phoebe have one thing? Oh god. 97.
No,
Oh Jesus. Please explain it to me.
Do you mean the incident when I lost my... Why are you doing this to me? Okay. What you feel is...
Oh, shit. Sorry, I was muted on here. Sorry. What I said to her was when he handed her the scope, she feels something and she's going to describe out what there's something in Toad's background that she's now going to feel, and that's what she's describing out. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted on stream there.
No, you weren't.
No, not for you. I wasn't. For
Stream?
stream, I was.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. When you take out the scope, you're gonna see through my eyes. And you're gonna see Thompson to my left. And Scott to my right. And then Macintosh a little bit further. And then I am screaming, "Get down!" And then you are gonna feel the tears into my eyes as you see the impossibility of stopping the IOE that is gonna come into your face. And you push your way and take Macintosh with you. and push him because it's the only one that you can push to the side with your body weight. And then you can see, it's like seeing all your family burning in front of your eyes. You're gonna see all your friends that you have loved and helped carry in this very close-knit group of people, and you're gonna see them in an instant go up in flames and body parts flying around. You're gonna look at your right arm and you're gonna see flames engulfing half of your body, and the scream and the smell of burning flesh and hair is overpowering. You took that hit because you were protecting Macintosh with your body as you were pushing. So that was the only way. You cannot roll to this side to protect him, and then only you can see the screams and blood and all. Then you open your eyes again, and everything you can see is just cinches and body parts and pain, and then you go black.
And that's, you don't as much see it as you feel it all. You feel everything that she's felt through that as you grasp onto her scope.
And she's gonna start like thrashing around in the back of the car.
Is the car moving right now? Or have you stopped it? Sorry, was the car moving while you were doing all this, or had you stopped it after the fault?
Sorry, it was muted.
No
Yes,
problem.
we're still moving.
You're still moving. Okay, cool. Just want to know.
Get it off! Get it off! Get it off right now!
Stop the car.
Sarge,
Slam on the brakes.
what happened?
Get it off right now! Get it off! Get it off! Make it stop! Make it stop! Make it stop!
Are you pushing the scope back to me, or what are you doing with your hands?
I had probably thrown it, and am now just like flipping the freak out. Like I don't even know like what direction I need to go, but I need to get away.
So it
And
so it hit the side of the door beside you and fell beside you on beside your lap, Marina.
I'm gonna pick it up. What the fuck is happening to you, girl? What?
Please just make it stop. I don't wanna feel what happened? What was that? I don't understand. It just smells like burning, and I could feel them and I could see them and I could just smell, so I don't wanna smell that ever again.
What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. I just smell fire and ash, and I just felt so alone and helpless, and I feel hot, and she's gonna she was wearing a sweater, and so she's pulling it off.
You take off the sweater, and it's not burnt, but it's red, like sunburn red on your arm.
How the fuck? What?
I need to get out of here. I need to get out. Let me out. And she's going towards the door.
Sure.
Sarge, you're the only one that know this. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck?
Right.
No.
I disconnected it.
No one is known to. No one is so. Fuck this! And I'm gonna step out of the vehicle as well.
Sure.
And I'm gonna go and trash a tree or something.
Yes, you go. You're just like Rocky Balboa, just fucking chopping at this tree kind of thing. Okay. And where do you walk off to, Phoebe? You said you were getting out of the car too.
Yeah. So it's been snowing, right? So it's there's probably it's probably cold outside, and there's snow around.
There's that dark ash. It's still snowing down that dark ash right now.
Does the dark ash feel like snow?
No. It's not cold
it
like
doesn't feel
snow.
Cold?
Nope.
then I guess then yeah, she's just gonna get out, and she's just very much like you feel like there's like something crawling all over you kind of thing, like she's just trying to like make it stop, like she
Sure.
wants to like make it stop feeling, and so she's like
Mhm.
trying to wipe it away sort of thing, and she just looks very frantic.
Okay. You're muted,
You're
Freya.
muted.
Sorry, was she? I got a question. Was she able to see something or only feel?
She was able to feel it. She wasn't able to see it. She doesn't know the names of the people or anything like that. She just
She
feels
loss.
all of the empathy that you felt in that time.
Okay,
Okay?
but I recognize the scene.
Yeah, like the heat, like what she described to you, the heat, the feeling of alone, the loss, like you in when it happened, the moment she grabbed the scope, I think you can tell that she's feeling the empathy of that scene. Okay. So they go off. What does everybody else do from the car?
I hop out of the car after
Mm-hmm.
Phoebe.
Yep, I'm going after Toad.
What's Rebecca doing?
She's still a cat, and I feel like her as the cat was just this very like fair protection, and seeing everyone else kind of now going through this fear and stuff, she is kind of like the cat is kind of just watching, like it's still on in the seat of the car, someone probably left the door open, and it's just kind of sitting there watching, tail going back and forth like a little bit, and just it might be hard to like see this on an animal, but you can see the cat's eyes are like widened, like the cat is maybe shaking a little bit,
Okay.
and like yeah.
Okay. So let's first go over to Marcella and Phoebe. So Marcella, you walk up to Phoebe, you see her just like brushing things off of herself. Nothing's actually on her.
Phoebe, what the fuck are you doing?
Feeling that I felt like I was on fire, and my skin was on fire, and I just feel like I was about to lose everything, and I don't know what it was, and I don't understand what happened, but I just feel so bad, and I don't know what to do, and I don't know what happened, and I don't know what's wrong, but I don't know what's wrong. I need it to not feel like that anymore.
I don't know what this is going to do, but I want to roll for my power. I want to put my hand on her and roll for that. 20.
Sorry. You I keep getting noise in the background, so I keep muting myself so you don't hear while they're talking. You put your hand on her, and it's almost like the power of Rogue from the X-Men. You feel all of the empathy, all of the pain. You feel even the heat on her arm. But as you put it on her, it drains that from Phoebe. It takes that feeling. It's almost like it's almost like you don't even remember what you were feeling. But with her roll, because you succeeded, right? You rolled a 20, you said?
Mhm.
Yeah, no, you succeeded. So you don't take more from her than that. You take this pain from her, but it's now in you.
But for Phoebe, you said that like it's almost like she doesn't remember.
She doesn't like you're almost sitting here in a daze, like you're like maybe like you slowly start brushing yourself off, like why am I not
can't
like
remember
like you don't even
feeling, but I still like know what's going
no
on.
like I think the last thing you might remember was just being in the car talking to Marina.
So like complete.
It's just
blackout.
she's taken it from you. Yeah, that last 2 minutes of memory is gone.
What? What happened? Where are we? What is?
Marcella's gonna kind of like fall on her knees and. Phoebe, is this what you were feeling?
She like. I'm assuming she was also probably on the ground because she was freaking out. So she's gonna like jump up and run over to Marcella, and she's like, "Are you sick? Is this because of your like scratch? What happened? Did we get in a car wreck? Where is the car? Where is everybody?"
What are you talking about, Phoebe? You just freaked out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm lifting up my shirt to see if
Yeah, and
I'm
that
having the same thing.
you
going
are.
on.
You see that red sunburn all up and down your
Holy
side.
Shit.
Is this from the scratch? What is? I don't understand. Are you okay? What is wrong?
I think I did something.
What? I don't. Is that why we're outside of the car?
Can I do an insanity roll?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Or you don't even have to, like, if you just want to lose something, like, you can,
Yeah.
again.
Okay, I'll roll a d6.
I was gonna ask if I could do
3.
an insanity roll.
There's going to be a couple
She doesn't
insanity rolls, like,
remember it.
we're going to have to, you know,
Mhm.
there should be one from earlier
From the... Yeah,
Okay.
for
I
everybody.
was gonna say, I
Yeah,
was like, if she doesn't remember.
got a -3 from that.
-3. Okay, so no quirk.
Yeah.
The cat hops out of the car, kind of saunters over to them, still still shaking and smaller than you remember it, and it just kind of goes, it's weaving between you both, and kind of just, head butting, weaving between you both, and kind of like just trying to remove your attention from whatever you were already doing and just trying to get your attention, basically, but very gently, very kind, almost, is maybe how you feel.
Yeah, instinctually Marcella would reach down and brush and kind of rub under Rebecca's like chin. Phoebe, I don't know if you don't know. I think I took something from you. You were like this before I touched you.
I mean, can you like touch me again to help me remember? Because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why we're out here. I don't.
Like checking my arm while petting Rebecca just to see if like it's getting any worse.
It's not getting worse. No,
Okay.
it's, it's not instantly
will
getting
lick her
better
arm.
either. The cat will lick her arm.
Okay.
Sure.
I don't think that I'm actually hurt. I don't want to give this back to you.
I mean, I don't want whatever that. I just don't. I want to know what happened. I don't. Can you explain to me what happened?
You touched you touched one of the soldiers' scopes and started freaking out that you were burning and on fire. And that's what you could feel, and loss, and I feel it all now after touching you, and you can't remember it. I don't think I'm actually hurt. I think we need to go find soldiers.
Okay, yeah. And she's gonna hug you. She's like, I'm sorry that you feel that. Thank you for taking it away, I guess.
Okay. Let's fade this scene and go to the other side here. So Marina is sitting there. She walks up to a tree. She starts, having at it. A couple moments later, Sarge comes up behind.
This Thompson? What the fuck? How are they so? How this fucking girl is supposed to know what happened? No one fucking knows. Just
Toad,
what?
what just happened?
I wish I fucking knew. I never should have gated my scope. Trying to calm down and what the
You
fuck
couldn't have
happened?
predicted that. I have no idea.
She was
I can only make a
Search.
guess.
describing Thompson. She was describing Macintosh. What the fuck? Those are my people. Those are my brother. How the fuck did she feel that?
I don't know.
I never get. Fuck.
It has to be the darkness. But I don't know how that's possible. I don't know why that's possible.
No one. You're the only one who knew. I never showed my card to anybody. That was my memories for them to honor and to keep. Fucking darkness. Fuck this fucking darkness. Those
Toad.
were my brother memory to keep,
I know, Toad.
not for everyone to carry.
Of anyone I know. But
I
regardless,
also love people.
now she knows. But now she knows. Toad. Nobody can help her cope with this. Except you. I could do my best. But now your new recruit knows. She knows. Would you have done this with Plague? Would you have shared that with Plague? You would have
Maybe.
had to. You would have had to. That
Yeah.
fucking Bolo wasn't gonna make it anywhere. She wasn't going to do anything worthwhile unless we helped her. But you have new recruits now. You said it yourself.
Yeah.
And you're the only one who can help her through this. I know. I know it's fucking hard.
You know, it's not about that, Sarge. It's about their memory, their names, their pain. It's not
And
for
now they'll
anyone
move on
else to
with other
carry.
people.
It's not their pain to take from me or to share. Those were my brother and I carrying them. And I will always do. you know the ironic part of all this fucking shit. Why I haven't pulled a fucking bullet in my brain, just, it's because I want to carry their memory one more day. Because they were good people. And they deserve it. And now the random girl had their memory as well. But I told her I will train her. So I get their memory are gonna live through her too.
Yeah,
Just
they are.
fuck it. Just fuck the darkness already. Let go. It's fucking red.
Not relieving you of duty yet. We still have a job to do.
Yeah. At top of this bullshit of freaking out that it's not me. Yeah.
I know they were good people. We've both lost a lot of good people. But now we have more people. You know the job carries on.
You know that Thompson actually named his daughter Mariana after me?
See, he knew the power of carrying on too.
I was his sister, you know. And I couldn't save him. I actually saved Macintosh. Because he was closer to me.
You did what you could. That's all we ever do.
And now there's her little Mariana without her daddy. I should have saved him.
Okay.
They were my people. It was my job to care for them. And now they're dead. And now I freak out at every time. I used to be core strong for them. But now they're gone.
But we don't know if Mariana is still alive. We don't know if she's alive. Live on for her. Live on for these good people. We have to move forward. And now more than ever,
Come on,
this girl
Sarge.
is now.
You don't have to append your mushy talk on me, you know. You can save that for the other people. I know this is hard for you as well. You can just stay here and, you know, we understand silence. And we thrive on it. Just, I'm gonna carry the memory forever. It rubbed me the wrong way. Kind of like the fucking darkness had taking their memory away from me without my permission, and that fucking fucked.
But you're not carrying it alone. You're not alone.
Come on, Sarge. Let's stop the mushy talk. I'm bored. Come on, let's move.
Let's go. Move out, Toad.
You guys start to head back towards the car. I'm assuming you all kind of converge at the car around the same time. Your hand, Mariana, is bloody from punching this, this raw tree, just, the bark of this tree, the trunk of this tree. And you all get back to the car. Phoebe's helping Mariana or Marcella along. And yeah, you get back towards. You don't see the same freak out look on Phoebe as you come back when she had it before, when she left.
I think she would probably be like holding Marcella on her way back, so it's
I said that she was kind of helping you.
Yeah.
The physical pain faded at all from absorbing this.
The physical pain has started to fade, like the burning pain has started to fade, but the mental pain is still there.
That's what I gained.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up at Marina and with like knowing eyes and like look down.
What the hell happened to you, girl? Why are you looking at me like that?
I think I took whatever Phoebe got from your scope.
Yeah, I don't actually really know what happened. I don't know how we got out of the car.
I touched her with the intent of trying to understand what she was going through. And I think I took it from her, and I'm lifting up my shirt now to show.
And you see the red that was on, when Phoebe had lifted up her sweater, you now see it's on Marcella's arm instead. You maybe look over to Phoebe and you see, because her sweater's still off, you see that her skin just looks normal.
Well,
You know, just fuck this darkness. You know. What you felt is how I love my people. And yeah, that's what you felt.
I can feel that. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Girl,
They were your family.
yeah, they were. They were my true family, and I lost them.
Look, I know, kind of been avoiding each other since the last time that we really talked one-on-one. You pointed a gun at my fucking face. But I understand. And I'm your family now. We all are.
You know, my job here is to keep everybody safe. And if you're gonna come, I didn't know what the fuck happened to you. I just saw you covered in black snow. And then when I saw your fucking face just completely out of it, I knew you needed a punching bag. I've been a punching bag for many recruits. I know that look. I've been broken myself, and I'm still kinda broken. But you will have to harness all your anger and what you have and put it into something. Otherwise, you're just gonna die.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, can we just stop this mushy bullshit and just get the fuck out of here?
And on that note, Marcella whips out her liquor again and takes a swig.
Sure.
When Marina says that, you just hear, meow.
Shut up, fucking cat.
And are you all getting back in the car to... Okay.
Yeah, I'm
See ya.
gonna pick up Rebecca gently and sit in the car with her. Just like pat her, process.
Sure. And it kind of calms you down a bit, you know, like that therapy cat, kind of therapy pet kind of thing, you know, maybe just calms you down. The purring of a cat always calms people down. And you guys start driving off again. I'm assuming, Marina, are you taking care of the navigation on the map? Yeah, that'd be my assumption. Okay. So yeah, so you're sitting in the back, you're telling him where to go, and you guys start driving off. You go for about a day and a half without too much happening. You're driving. As always, I will always ask, do you guys want to have any conversations in the midst of all this, or do you want me to just kind of keep moving you forward here a little bit? It's been about a day and a half.
At some point, I would definitely ask how she took her, like, experience.
Okay, so why don't we do that conversation here?
Yeah. I put my hand on Phoebe. And it was like I almost felt it like coming through my hand into my body and my brain, and I took it. I don't have a better explanation.
Did you mean to take it, or you were just trying to help
I-
her? Is that the
I-
only thing on your mind?
Yeah, I just wanted to understand. Didn't know how to help her.
Have you ever done anything like that before? Because, like, it worked super wild.
I never fucking care about people's feelings.
And now you're calling me family.
The things that I felt with you, losing that, the amount of loss and pain, that's inside me now. I understand you better.
I mean, it worked really, really well because I don't even remember getting out of the car. Like, you took the feeling and like everything else with it. And so, I don't know. Maybe that's like
You were faking out, like really hard. You know, I was like praying you, my Diosito, that you wouldn't just go into the darkness or something crazy like that. Hey, take the next stone, 99. Sarge.
Copy. Copy that.
Running
Yeah,
low.
running low on gas. Day and a half of travel.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
I need to hit up the gas station. Normally on the maps, you would see the gas stations.
Yeah, there'd be stops.
So yeah, so you
Before we make any stops, we've got to cover things. I'm gonna pull over the car before we go to a gas station and turn off the engine.
sure.
You play out.
You're probably like a kilometer away from the gas station from where you're stopping. Canadian measurements. It's like a third of a mile.
Click.
Yeah. It's
Thanks.
so you stop the car. What's the plan with the car stopped? What do you wanna do?
I'm doing some rounds.
Yeah.
Hey, recruit. Chop, chop, let's go.
okay.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Get the fuck out of the car.
She like gets up, like kind of follows after her.
What do you
Let's not start with PT, Toad. I'm going to teach them how to use weapons, but I figured that'd be a good starting.
Yeah, I'm gonna grind their fib. Don't you worry. I got this. And we're gonna do some PT outside.
Sure. So you stop. Maybe you stop for the night. It is nighttime. Decide to camp out here. Maybe go get the gas in the morning or something like that. Does that sound like a plan with the nighttime, or do you want to keep going?
Yeah, we'll get gas in the morning. Yeah, we're gonna have to go over some things. That's why I was like, I don't think we have time today.
Sure. Perfect. So yeah, so you guys stop the car. Phoebe and Marina go to start doing some rounds. Rebecca, are you still a cat? Are you still... Are you there? Did you go frozen?
I don't think she's actively trying to go back to human form.
Okay.
So, unless it just happens to her, I don't think she's actively trying to become human.
And then, so you stop the car, they go off one way. Do you guys stay in the car, or do you guys get out as well?
Who, like,
You,
I'm getting out.
you're getting out. Marcella's getting out as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Rebecca, you're following along with Marcella, I'm assuming, just like by her side, cat form.
Yeah, she'll probably you'll see the cat kind of like maybe start hunting, like chasing a small mouse or something, like
Sure.
just kind of running around all of a sudden. Like if there's like drain water, she's probably drinking.
Yeah, and that's
it. Like
the last
she's just kind of
scene
doing her thing.
that we're gonna see for today is Phoebe and Mariana walking off one way to go do some rounds. The other ones walk off another direction, and you see Rebecca the cat pounce on a mouse, the blood spurting out of the mouse, teeth flick in, and she eats it. And that's the last scene that we see for today. Great fucking job, y'all. As always. Really, really fucking solid performances by...
Like, claps for
Yeah.
Lily. Claps for Lily. One,
Yeah, like, holy fuck. Yeah, Lily, your freakouts there, on point.
I tried really hard to, what
So,
would Phoebe do?
one thing that I will say here for Phoebe for next episode, and I'm going to say this on stream because it's not a secret, you're going to have to start acting a little bit more chaotic with how low your sanity is. You're at that threshold. So just, however you build that into her is up to you, but she's definitely more chaotic at this point.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Warrior Lion. Yeah, you just caught the end. We had an amazing fucking session today. If you haven't watched the rest of the VODs, I definitely say go back and watch from the beginning because these guys killed it all the way through. If you want to go around, give yourselves your shout outs. I'll put you all into chat here. I'm going to go mute so nobody hears me typing. We'll just go the same order. Start with you, Freya.
Hello, people. I'm Freya Malik. I do some, I stream sometimes. And I also have a YouTube channel with content in Spanish. I was playing today Mariana Gonzalez, aka Toad. And yeah, that's it.
Cool. I'm Jane, and if you ever want to see me stream, you're gonna have to spend Ferris channel points to get me to take over the stream. That is all. Goodbye.
I'm Joy. I actually just hit 15K today. So guess what's gonna be happening later on. I play Marcella, and that's all I have to say. Thank you so much, Farid, for doing this. This has been great.
You are very welcome.
I'm Lily. I do no stream things. I am just in a campaign. I'm in multiple streams, but I don't stream on my own. So I'm in this campaign. I'm on one on Insanity's channel tomorrow afternoon, and then another one on Farid's channel.
No, that one's on Insanity's as well. That one's the Harry Potter's streamed on Insanity's channel as well. We just run that one.
You're right. So you can find me on there or lurking in these people's channels. That's all.
And then a little Sonic.
Hi, Sonic. Yeah, I stream occasionally, usually weekdays, real late at night, American time. Just yell at my TV a lot. Cat's the actual star of my show. I fucking at a loss for words. All these people are amazing. Farid, thank you so much for running this.
You're welcome.
Louis and as everybody, you're all doing such a good job. This is so much fucking fun every week.
It is. There's so many things that we look forward to.
It's been a wild ride.
Yeah, coming up.
You should shout out UKZ_hybrids with a Z at the end. He doesn't stream at all, but just follow him anyways.
Ukes.
He's the best.
He's the legend.
Do I follow Ukes yet? If not, I'm gonna go follow him right now.
Absolute legend. Yeah, he has views.
Oh yeah, I already follow him.
Apparently followers. He's never even streamed.
He's
not once, but
he's
he
got three. He's got 3 followers.
So
I was already one of them.
Give him some fucking more.
Yeah, and I'm Farid. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you, Lily. I didn't get a chance to say it, but thank you for the resub. I didn't say it in the middle of the stream, but thank you very much. And to everybody else that followed and was here today, I appreciate y'all very, very much. If you like what you see here, there's going to be a lot more shows coming up. I have been furiously writing to get you guys more things to watch. So hopefully those will be coming up within the next month or two. And let's go find somebody playing some tabletop RPGs here. We have Natural Wonders, spelled Onedars, playing tabletop role-playing games. So let's go show that Herestrian love like always. And I will see you all at some point tomorrow on stream. Yeah, thank you everybody for being here. We're just gonna wait for this raid to go through. I love you all. We will see you in the Discord for the rest of the day. Bye.